My name is Alice Darksin. I'm 18 years old, but I dropped out of high school. For a good reason though. You see, my father opened a coffee shop in Centrilla under our apartment. The Star Egg was his life. But a few months ago, he recently passed away due to a massive heart failure. My mother left us when I was 8, and she's been gone ever since. I knew my father wouldn't want the Star Egg to close down because of his death, so I dropped out to take care of the shop. It's not all bad. If I can get enough help, I can go back and finish school and watch over the store afterwards. Sadly, no one really wants to work here, except for a 16-year-old otaku named Caitlin, but she calls herself Kitty, and a 20-year-old former stripper who's trying to get back on her feet. Her name is Angela. Both are really nice, and even offered to take care of this store while I go back to school, but I haven't made my decision yet. It was 10 p.m. and the shop was closed for the day. I was walking up the stairs to take care of some bills I had to pay, but I heard a voice. It was a deep, demonic voice, and I couldn't stand it. But it's been a long day, and my mind was playing games with me, I guess, until it said my name.
Alice. My number 2.
Number 2? What does that mean? I brushed it off and started taking a shower. In the shower I heard it again.
You have a really sexy body, Alice.
Whatever it is, it's watching me. So I got out of the shower, put a robe on and ran beside my bed, where I keep my revolver. I was ready to shoot anything. I'm not going to be one of them girls who needs her Prince Charming to save her. I loaded the gun and shouted, "Who's there?" No answer. I looked around very slowly and found out my TV was on, and it was stuck on FearNet. One of the characters just so happened to be named Alice, so I laughed at myself for freaking out over nothing. I got in bed and fell asleep, not before setting the alarm to 11 a.m, an hour before the coffee shop had to be opened. I couldn't get to sleep, so I watched on TV. Some unnamed movie was on, and the main character had my look, gothic subculture, and she was running from a tall man, chasing her down, but every time he was on the screen, you could never see his head and static would appear. Did someone make a Slender Man movie finally? Well, besides the internet-born one, an entity, she got caught up by his tentacles, which made it a big giveaway that it was Slendy, and she started to scream in fear. I giggled, because for some reason, I love to watch people suffer, unless they are close to me. I fell asleep from the blood-hurtling screams, which were soothing me. It was like a lullaby to me. I woke up the next morning, and I felt the burns of what felt like a fire, but it was just the sunlight. Oh, did I forget to mention something? This may be hard to believe, but I'm a vampire. And no, we do not sparkle like those Twilight freaks. But I am nothing like the traditional ones from the movies. I can't bring myself to drink the blood of humans, unless they throw me over the edge. I tell everyone the fangs are fake and my red eyes are just contacts, just as they think. No one knows but me, and I keep the bite hidden with my long hair. Not even my father knew, because I got turned into one after his death. It was 5 months ago, and I was walking the streets of Centrilla, and this psychopath ran up and tackled me to the ground, constantly saying "thirsty," as he came up and bit my neck. He ran after that. I need to keep the store open though for my father. Everyone complains about why I keep the blinds down, but it's only in the register. And I have the lights on in the store. They don't hurt me because it's artificial. Natural sunlight is the only kind of light that can hurt or even kill me. I saw Angela walk in, but Kitty is still in school. It's been almost a year since I've been there. I had to drop out anyway because of being a vampire. Following Angela, there were 3 fake-tanned, bleach blonde-haired preppy girls who thought that they were all that. I knew I dropped out, and I was wondering how many faulty rumours they'd spread, like, "She's got STDs, that slut," Or she sold her soul to the devil. Even though I'm a Christian, they came up and spat in my face. Give us 3 lattes, skank. I kept my cool and just ignored them. I went into the back to get their stuff. Of course I was going to spit in them, but I also mixed in some mould being made from the bread in the trash. Don't worry, I used rubber gloves. Besides, they deserve more than spit. They're all that after all. I recognised the blood walls he always made for me, and the same machine I used to make the coffee with its heart beating in the centre, which Angela or Kitty never notice, because they don't have a voice in their heads. I don't think he's just a voice in my head, right, Cruentus Demonia? He always had that blue frown, like he was depressed like I am. I have to live for eternity, never being able to love, because my lover would most likely die before me. I can't enjoy the beach for a warm summer day, but I make him see like a good thing though, when he's really a fucking bastard. He torments me saying I'm useless, and he keeps mentioning the red, whatever that means. I talk about it like he's a person. He started to scream for no reason, but it was all a dream. Angela woke me up. I told her I was fine, and turned to give her a smile just to reassure everything was okay. And I took the 3 lattes out and gave it to the preps.
About time! Come on girls, let's go. I can feel the devil's presence.
They started to laugh, but I ignored them. They just want to talk shit, so I chuckled a little bit. I turned to Angela to tell her who they were, because she'd never met them before. But her face was pale and her lips were blue, and she was making a frown. All she said was,
Don't go outside.
"What did you say?"
I didn't say anything. Are you sure you're okay?
Her face turned back to normal in a matter of seconds. I told her I was fine and grabbed an umbrella and told her I was going out. She took my shift. I hate to make her do that, but I had to see why Cruentus had said that. I knew it was him. I'm not stupid. It had been forever since I was out. It felt warm, but not too warm. I saw a tall man behind a tree, motioning me over. I couldn't see his face because it was hidden by a log. I pointed at myself, wondering if it was me, and he nodded yes. I slowly walked over in fear. If vampires are real, then he could be too. Slender Man. He didn't attack me though. He put his hands on my shoulders and started to talk.
Get rid of the bloodthirsting demon.
Was he talking about Cruentus?
Kill Cruentus.
I guess he was. But how did he know about Demonia?
I've been keeping a special eye on you and another. Let's just say you're not the only one who has to deal with him.
The Slender Man has a voice inside him?
No. But another mortal, like you.
Who?
I can't say, but I can help you.
How?
Well, I can't get rid of him. You and or the other have to, but I can make you human. You'll be able to walk during the day without the umbrella, and you'll be mortal. All I ask in return is that you destroy Cruentus.
I don't know how to destroy something like Cruentus. Also, I might need to know who this other is. He threw one of his tentacles inside me and ripped someone who looked exactly like me out and turned the other bit of me into static.
I know.
I don't know what he did, but I think I might have an idea. I stuck my bare hand out into the sunlight, but I felt nothing. I was mortal. I was mortal! I was so damn happy to see my eyes no longer blood red, no more eternal pain, no more fangs, and no more thirst for blood. I was so happy. But there was something else though. How do I kill Cruentus? And who is this other? I can't just go around asking people, obviously. So I guess I have to move on with my life until I figure something out. I walked back into the coffee shop to see Kitty and Angela in total shock to see I no longer had the red eyes or fangs. They thought they were fake, but they saw him as an obsession. They're gone now. You know what I think? I think I'm going to go back to school. But I can't go back to Centralis High School. I think I'll go to the one in Shahali's, WF West. It's only like 5 miles away from Adna.